all the way down there, and we could be, on our own and not needing other people's fuels or oil to produce what we need.
Yeah, so we do right now. That's why we have higher prices right now. The reason why we have higher prices is not because we're producing less. We actually produce more oil in the United States now than any point in American history. So we're investing most in renewable energy now, and we have the most production of oil out of any country ever, or any point in American history. So obviously, it would be the case that the cause of this is because we're getting less oil from other nations. We're getting less oil from Russia. We're getting less oil from OPEC because of the agreement that we signed specifically with OPEC to cut oil production, along with specifically not only that, but we also had a Russia-Ukraine situation, which led to us getting less Russian oil. So obviously that is going to lead to an increase in gas prices. It's not specifically going to be like the U.S. production side.
So that oil that we're getting from Alaska, which produces a good bit of our oil, how are we getting it to those refineries in Louisiana?
The stuff from Alaska? So the one that you're referencing comes from the Dakotas. It's from Canada. And again, most of it's not going to go to the United States.
And so you've got to agree that most of our oil production comes from Alaska.
What's that?
Most of our oil that we have right now comes from Alaska.
Maybe it does. I'm not sure. I'd have to look.
Do you know how it gets to the refineries in Louisiana?
Probably either through ship or through pipeline.
No, not through pipeline, because the pipeline was shut down by Biden.
The XL pipeline doesn't go to Alaska.
It was coming through Canada down to us.
But it doesn't go to Alaska.
It was coming
really?
from...
You think the XL pipeline comes from Alaska? So, okay, let's look up a map of the XL pipeline right now. XL pipeline map. Let's see if it comes from Alaska. Yeah, it does not come from Alaska.
Where's it come from?
Liar. Canada.
Canada?
Yeah, right. It doesn't go anywhere near Alaska. It's like Alberta area.
Alberta?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much for the confetti. I appreciate it, y'all.
So, still, how does this oil from the north get down to Louisiana?
So I'd have to look at the pipelines that exist there. It's either pipelines or it's by ship. I just told you.
By ship, which produces how do those run?
What do you mean?
They run on diesel.
No shit.
Yeah, which is it produces carbon dioxide, which gets rid of the ozone. Pipeline.
What about
runs
Texas?
Cleanly.
What about Texas?
Texas has its oil, but they still have to run it to New Orleans and Louisiana, where most of the fuel producing locations are right now.
I don't know what your point is here.
I'm just saying we had a option of being efficient.
Wait, so Alaska produces significantly less oil than Texas.
It still has it, and Canada still has it.
Significantly less.
We're buying
Texas produces significantly more.
We're still buying
Texas,
it from
apparently
Middle
Texas.
East.
So here, Texas produces 1.8 billion barrels in 2020, and Alaska is 164 million.
All right. How about Canada?
I don't see Canada. I'm just looking at U.S. states.
Canada's one of our mutual people that we would love to buy from instead of the Middle East.
Yeah, for 2023, it is 2 million for Texas, and for Alaska, it is 155,000 in thousands of barrels. So it's 2 billion for Texas, and I'm guessing 155 million for Alaska.
So we aren't we had to buy it from the Middle East because of this. Why?
What'd you say?
We're still buying it from the Middle East, correct?
Yeah, we still get it from OPEC.
Okay. There's a reason for that.
What are you talking about?
we are still buying oil from the Middle East and providing them money instead of you doing it from the U.S.
Okay, what's your point? Because
Nope,
it's cheaper.
It's obviously not. Our gas prices are way higher
No, it's higher because there's less of a supply that we're getting from globally.
Yeah. Under Trump, it was a lot cheaper. Why?
Yeah, under Obama, it was even cheaper. In 2016.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. In 2016, it hit 187 on average in the United States.
All right, what was it on average?
The lowest
under
point for Trump, it was 193.
193. Okay, under
That was
Biden,
the lowest
what
on
is it?
average. It's like 3.
It's like 3.
Yeah, let me look at U.S. gas prices. Last time I checked, it was around 3 to 4. It's $3. Hold up. Right now, it is average is $3.60.
So a good 240 above what it was under Trump.
Again, that doesn't mean it's caused by that.
Why wouldn't it? Like what would be the difference between now and when Trump was in office? That gas is $2.40 higher on average.
How much we're getting?
I know in California,
how
it's
much
like
we're getting? How much we're getting from countries around the world? Trump literally negotiated with OPEC to cut oil production.
Okay, well, he negotiated to get us cheaper gas, obviously.
No, that actually negotiated to increase gas prices. Because decreasing the production from OPEC would increase gas prices. So actually, you don't know what you're talking about at all.
I love when you say that. You say that to every conservative coming out. You're like, you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't say that to every conservative, but objectively speaking, you don't.
It was obviously cheaper under Trump, and now it's not cheaper.
Jesus Christ! It was cheaper in 2016 under Obama.
Kamala is saying
it was cheaper in 2016 under Obama.
On Kamala's watch, she's saying on day one, I'm going to do this.
On what?
Oh, she's just saying on day one she's going to do. Okay, let's bring up the whole no tips on taxes or taxes on tips that Kamala brought up this week that Trump's been talking about for a month and a half. Mm-hmm. Let's argue that. Where did she get that?
I hope it applies to me.
I would love for no taxes on tips. But the fact that I think it was either CBS or ABC News, whenever Trump brought it up a month and a half ago, said this is going to cost American taxpayers $240 million a year if they do this. No,
it said billion
taxes
over
on
10 years.
tips.
They said billion.
And then as soon as Kamala says it, it's the greatest thing that's come out since.
No, they just reported on it. So you're saying one mainstream media source that showed that they're partisan. Okay, cool.
All right, yeah, okay. One, or explain that. Or it's either ABC or CBS as a liberal news media.
I don't remember which one it was, but I do remember this.
What's the difference between the two candidates saying that?
No, what I'm saying is that there would be a difference in the way that they address it, given the two candidates. Of course, like one of them, they addressed how much it would cost. The other one, they didn't. But it could be the case that they didn't bring it up in the second time because it is the case that originally they already brought it up, and if it's true for both candidates, it's not really relevant to argue against it.
It's all right. So the fact that this woman has not done a single interview and has no positions placed on her website.
Answered questions. She's answered questions.
She has not answered a damn question to the media.
Yes, she
recently in the last 24 days since she was handed.
She has absolutely answered questions from the media.
Handed the nomination, basically handed the nomination from Joe Biden, who was forced out because we all know he is an old senile person. Which
he wasn't forced out. He was told by people that he should drop.
Yeah, he was told by Pelosi.
Yeah, Pelosi indicated like he should drop, but that doesn't mean that he has to.
Oh no, he was asked to. He was actually
has to.
Sorry, he was told
has to and asked to are two different things.
He was told to.
Okay, so again, you're just saying he was told to. That doesn't mean that he had to follow through.
Are
with
you
that.
saying he was asked to?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because that's what was indicated through the evidence. That's what we have evidence indicated.
that was what was indicated through the DNC and
No, like what
ABC and CNN.
what they said. What other evidence would we have?
The fact that Joe Biden himself said a couple of days ago that he was forced to.
He did not say he was forced. Give me a source that says he was forced.
He didn't say that?
Give me a source that says that.
The interview he did about 2 days ago.
Okay, show me. Tell me the title.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me see.
He's talking about the interview that he did with Robert Costa.
Thank you. Yeah, where he said he was...
What happened?
And Joe Biden didn't use the word force. So he didn't say I was forced out. I think, if I remember correctly, he said something like the weight of the party was on me, and they like tried to convince, and they convinced me to get out because of X, Y, and Z. So I'm not sure like the word forced was used.
That's fairly similar to being forced, and he even
well,
dropped
not really.
the name.
Force means like I'm going to like push you out no matter what. Whereas he was saying all of the party was telling me to get out, and they were showing me evidence that I could not win, and therefore I have to leave.
Yeah, that's basically the definition of force. I was told that there was no chance of me winning, so I should step aside.
That's not force. That's just coming to reality. Because if the party's goal is to defeat Donald Trump at all costs, then finding the best candidate would be that way. And Joe Biden always likened himself to a transitional candidate who wouldn't run anything. And when he actually decided to run for a second term, many party people were somewhat confused by that. So now that we know, well, you actually haven't shown any evidence that you are running better, we should probably move on to someone else. And it just happened that came like later in the primary process.
See, and that's where primaries are supposed to be, to find the best candidate for your party. And he was found as the best candidate for his party through the primaries, but yet he is now out, and just over 90 days from the election. It's a little sketchy, and I understand this is a wave of support for Kamala and Walz and stuff like that, and it's just it's one of those.
Yo, Lori, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much, Lori, on Venmo. Thank you.
It's very, very sketchy that, oh shit, we're through this. We've done the primary. He's been given the nomination to be our next presidential candidate. Oh shit, he's not going to do well. We need to get somebody else in there. And that's what's happened.
I think there's a very strong misunderstanding of the primary process. People think that party politics is like very democratic, like small d democratic, and that's simply not the case. I mean, parties can choose whoever the hell they want. They could, if they wanted to, not even have the voters vote on it. Like there's no constitutional or statutory meaning behind how a party picks their nominee. All they have to do is nominate the person. So they could do it any way they want. In fact, the modern day primary process didn't come about until the 1960s and 70s. So for most of the United States history, a nominee was chosen by party bosses in smoke-filled rooms and all that. We just didn't want that anymore, right? But nothing is stopping the Republican or Democratic parties from just choosing their own candidate. It's just that people don't like that idea.
It's the fact that primaries were run. People put in their vote for this man to be the next presidential candidate for the Democratic Party. And because they felt they can't win with him, they went to the next best option and moved on.
Yeah.
And it's I understand it's not necessarily what it was meant to be, but it's only happened.
Yeah, people wanted him to
one
drop
other
out
time,
because they don't think
it
they wanted him to be the candidate anymore.
I think it's happened only one other time that somebody was nominated to be the representative for their party and then removed or quit, and somebody else became the new
We're
nominee?
thinking of 1968, and no, LBJ was not nominated. He was the presumptive nominee, but he dropped out before the nomination process,
Okay.
which is why Robert Kennedy could run, which is why
Yes.
his vice president could run. That's what happened.
So after that happened, the voters were given an option of who they wanted to be the presumptive candidate for the presidential run. This was after the primaries, after a debate where he completely faltered and had a horrible showing, and Democrats knew we had no chance in this. And they move on to somebody who still, and yes, y'all can argue that, she offered a debate on ABC or something like that. But Trump has offered, let me do a debate on Fox. And she said, no, we'll do
Hold
one.
on. Trump doesn't get to decide when and where she gets to debate. Like, I don't know where people get this idea from. Trump is not the magic debate fairy. He can't just
I
say,
agree.
I want to
agree.
debate on Fox, and everybody has to, jump in line with it. He's not God here. She has the right to say, no, we need to sit down and have a mutual understanding about this. You can't just go onto, a press conference and just announce that, we're having a debate on Fox. That's
Now,
not how
I'll agree with that. Where was the first debate held between Trump and Biden, who was supposed to be the
CNN.
Democratic nominee?
CNN.
CNN. What is that? A liberal media.
Sure.
He
It
accepted
is.
it. He
It
accepted
is.
it. Did he not
So-
accept it?
I'm sorry, what?
He accepted it, did he not?
He accepted it. He went on there and he actually showed up Biden. And now we have a brand new candidate for the Democratic Party after that debate. Correct?
Yeah, and his
Okay.
and his
And so
assassination attempts.
at this point, should we not do the next one on a conservative network?
I
And
don't
then-
mind. I
and
honestly
then have-
honestly think she should do it either way. I think she should do multiple.
By the way,
I agree. And then have a second one. We can do a second one on another network. But I mean, for God's sakes, she don't want to do one until September. Let's do one this month. Have another one in September, and do a third one on another liberal media network before that, and let's have three. I would love to have three between her and Donald Trump.
Yeah, I would love that too. Okay,
But she is not committed to anything until September. You heard that. She was outside her plane when she finally talked to the fucking media, and she said, I would be fine with doing something in September. Why September? Why not do something now? And
Yeah, I would
we've
love
already
for them
had
to do
one
something
debate.
now, but why doesn't Trump just accept all of them?
Because she only wants to do it on ABC, NBC, and CNN. She will not do one
I don't know
on Fox News.
does she have thoughts on doing it on C-SPAN?
Well, I mean, why not do it on
wanna
Fox
tune
News,
that
which
down.
is a known conservative network? Yes.
Why don't they just go to C-SPAN?
Well, hold on. Trump's the one who turned that down, by the way, because C-SPAN's representative, quote unquote, is the Commission on Presidential Debates, which has held all of the debates since, 1980 something, right? He does not like them. I mean, and he said this year he will not do debates with that commission, and so that's why they're having to go to ABC, NBC, CNN, Fox, because primarily those stations would hold them only during the primaries, not during the actual presidential season in September and October. Those would go to the commission, and then it'd be broadcast from those stations. But the actual stations would not hold them. So if you want to blame somebody, blame Donald Trump, because he actually said, I will not work with Frank Fahrenkopf and the Commission on Presidential Debates because he didn't like the way that, quote unquote, he was treated.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to have to say, this is unlike any fucking presidential year we've had
because of Trump.
You got to agree with that on how this is
Yeah,
run.
it's a little like a lot of shit's going on, but I don't know what your point is.
It has, and it. We've had assassination attempts. We've had candidates change. We've had it's not the normal.
Assassination.
They've already done a debate, which, I mean, he debated a candidate he thought he was going to be facing, and
I don't
now
know
he's
your
not.
point is.
Well, but I'm saying now he's not, and she has completely overlooked the fact. Like she's like, I'm not going to do it on Fox because she knows she's going to get asked tough questions that she may not be able to answer. And I'm sorry, but that's
She's going to get asked tough questions either way.
Well, I agree, somewhat. I mean, I've seen some questions asked on debates that were softballs, and even in interviews with liberal media, there's like, what's your favorite ice cream flavor, for God's sakes? Ask these people what matters to this country. And she has not been asked a single question since she has taken over this nomination.
Christ, bro.
She hasn't.
Trump didn't answer like 15 questions.
She has
today.
not taken serious questions from the media. Tell me
How about
she
this?
has.
How about this? Harris will debate Trump on Fox if Trump debates Harris on MSNBC.
They're planning on doing. He wants to do more than one, but his
On
requirement.
MSNBC, there is
Let's
no
do
way.
one on Fox.
There is no way that Donald Trump will go on MSNBC. I guarantee you, because
He's done
Fox
it in the
is just
past.
liberal. No, he wouldn't. He would never do it. He would never.
Everyone
do
tap
it.
the screens, gets it 2 million likes.
You think he would go on a debate that is moderated by Rachel Maddow and like some other host from MSNBC? No, he would never do that.
He's done it in the past.
He has. Okay, wait, hold on. When has he debated Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton on MSNBC? I don't remember having those debates.
What was the town hall meeting, whatever they did, when they were Hillary and him were both walking around the stage?
Oh, that was on like
CNN, right?
yeah, that's
CNN.
That was either CNN.
You're telling me
or
that's not a liberal network?
not compared to MSNBC.
Oh my Lord!
Have you watched them?
Where does
Compare
Rachel
MSNBC
Maddow?
to
Where does
CNN, and they are very different. I mean,
where does
yes,
Rachel Maddow
CNN,
do her network
CNN
her shows?
has a liberal bias because reality has a liberal bias. But when you have someone like CNN that is more center left, and someone and a show like
Central left.
center left, yes. Center left. There are people.
Rachel, you brought up Rachel Maddow. Where are her shows done on?
MSNBC.
CNN.
No, MSNBC.
She's on CNN too.
She's not on CNN.
Oh, okay.
You are living in like World 636 or something. That does not exist.
All right.
It doesn't exist. I'm sorry. Rachel Maddow has been with MSNBC for like a decade and a half.
I love that you think CNN is central left.
I
and
said
not far
central.
left.
Yes, because they actually have Republican voices on there all the time. They have some hosts that are actual Republicans and conservatives. Fox
so
is
Fox
on the right,
far
but
right?
they have
Think of the
people that are,
galaxy.
like,
Thank you so
more,
much, Danny.
So
Democratic.
is Fox far right or central right?
Fox is just right. Like
Fox is just
I
right,
wouldn't
even
say-
though they have liberals on their talk shows at times.
Fox is right because the vast majority of their punditry and of their talk people are on the right wing, just as
Yeah, Jerry, think of the confetti. Thank you.
just as MSNBC is on the left because the vast majority of their punditry and their overall talk is on the left. CNN kind of has like a flip-floppy thing. They do some criticizing and some praising. They were the ones who were leading the charge on Joe Biden. They were criticizing Joe Biden through the entire month of July.
Yeah, thank you for the relax duck thing. The goose,
That's
relax
funny.
goose. Thank you.
I feel CNN and Fox are pretty much, they run about the same. And I will say, as a conservative, I will watch CNN at times to get the other side of it and listen to things when important events are happening. And it's similar. They do have some conservatives on their talks, on their shows, and Fox has liberals on their shows.
All I'm saying is that when it comes to the debates, let's have a Fox debate and an MSNBC debate, because I guarantee you, Fox will hold Harris to the fire, and Joy Reid.
How about this? How about this? Instead of MSDNC, how about they just come onto my platform?
Yeah, MSNBC. Danny, thank you for the.
How about they just come onto my platform? I'll ask them both tough questions.
Thank you.
We'll do it. We'll have the biggest stream ever.
I love it because since this has all occurred and Kamala has taken over the nomination, Trump and Vance have met with media, talked with media almost daily.
Yeah, you want to know why?
Daily.
You want to know why? Because when you're losing, you have to get your message out.
No, when you're not hiding anything, you're fine.
When you're
talking
losing,
to the media.
you have to talk more. Why do you want to talk when you're winning?
I would love to find out what Kamala's feelings are about how she's going to do stuff since she's been in there for 3.5 years as the vice president.
Pay
Which,
attention on
by
Friday,
the
because
way, is
she's
the
giving
second
her
most powerful position in this country. And if she says, I wasn't able to get things done because Joe Biden,
pay attention to the speech that she's going to give in North Carolina on Friday, and then on Monday.
I've got to deal with that too. She's coming to my fucking state. And
your state's in play now.
I just don't think she.
Did you see the latest polls? Did you see the latest polls coming out of your state?
Oh, trust me. I know. We have so many liberals moving to this state because their state has fucking failed them.
Liberals,
And then they've come here and voted their same ways, and now they're getting the same fucking results.
Red states literally red states are literally funded.
Ridiculous.
Red states are literally funded by blue
states. I have been
states.
living in North Carolina my entire life.
Red states are literally funded by blue states.
Absolutely fine. We were red, and we actually vote in this state. We typically either, if our president is Republican, our governor is Democratic. We vote that way. We literally vote that way. And since I was a child, and we've had New Jersey, we've had New York, we've had Pennsylvania, now we're having California people move into the state because their states have been ruined by Democratic policies,
and they're bringing their liberal agenda.
And they bring their liberal agenda into our state, and we have now become a blue state at times.
When I lived for a very short time, when I lived in Chapel Hill,
the most liberal city in our state. Yes,
I know. Outside of Durham and Charlotte and everything, yeah, I know. But
the most crime-ridden cities of our state as well. By the way, go ahead.
Well, that's where the people are, by the way. But so yeah, I mean, but yeah, okay. I don't know where we're going from here, but yeah, they should debate and they will debate. And I'm going to say, pay attention to this Friday because she's giving a major speech on the economy, and then next Monday is the
economy that they've run into the ground.
Okay. Janelle, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. Thank you so much.
I'm glad y'all are making money off this. I'm not making a dime. Let's talk.
No, and then next week is the Democratic Convention, and then boom, she'll be probably doing a lot of interviews. But I said, as I said before, you never give big interviews when you're winning, because then you're more likely to fight Trevor. Donald Trump has to speak more because he's losing.
I love you never give big interviews when you're winning.
Yes, that's true, because you're more likely to say something. I mean, that's one of our
Why didn't Trump do the presidential debates in terms of the primaries?
Because you're looking more stupid when you talk. That's what these liberals do.
Wait, so why didn't Trump do the Republican debates in terms of the primaries? Why didn't Trump do the Republican debates in terms of the primaries?
Did he not get the votes for the Republican?
No, I'm saying
nomination?
Before that. I'm saying in terms of that before.
Well, I know before the run when he got elected, he did plenty of those primaries, and he did plenty of those debates.
Not
this time.
Not this cycle. He had a major opponent, or he had several major opponents.
The reason he did not do the debates was because he was tied up in court with this bullshit stuff that he got charged with on a simple misdemeanor that turned into a felony all of a sudden.
What an excuse to not want to debate.
Let's talk about that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
What an excuse.
Yeah. Oh,
He was running. He was running. How does it feel that he was running?
I'm sorry?
How does it feel that he was running?
He was running from what?
The debates, Republican debates.
Oh, no, he wasn't running.
He was scared of getting cooked by Nikki Haley.
He was in a fucking courtroom because of the cooked up charges
He was in a
from your old DOJ.
Hold on, Judd. He was in a courtroom during the 3 or 4 months that they held 3 or 4 debates. I remember him being in a courtroom for 3 weeks or something.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Go for it.
Did he receive all the votes that he needed to be the Republican nomination?
Yes, without doing debates.
That's all. He received all the votes.
Hey, Judge.
Did your
Judge.
candidate currently
Raise your hand, I think.
receive all the votes to be the Democratic nomination
Yes.
Hey, Judge.
before she was handed them?
Hey, Judge.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to thank you for being here, brother, because we need two sides of the people for this. They want a 2v1. But while y'all are 2v1ing, how do y'all feel about Kamala Harris using a fake
I don't think it's a
hashtag?
2v1 right now.
It was a 2v1. It was you and another Kamala. I've heard you're live. Kamala. My bad. But it was two Kamala people against one Trump supporter. Now you let
Yeah,
another
do you need a
supporter-
baby bottle?
I don't. I'm sorry. Do you?
You got to stop that
You
bullshit,
you haven't got a mustache or a beard yet, so I think you might.
Because
be
I shave it.
Oh,
But he's getting paid for him to do this, so it's okay. Keep
Sure.
going.
Bless.
I
Thank
know.
you so
I
much.
know. We're not getting paid. Y'all
Yeah,
are.
I'm paid by the Illuminati,
All right,
DNC.
hold on,
Taylor
hold on,
Swift
hold on.
hands me my checks every day.
Apparently, Illuminati is Republican, from what I've heard.
Nope. That's what they just tell you.
Okay, but
They're
my
actually
question
they're all about
Parker?
Kamala Harris.
Parker.
Appreciate the hat and mustache. Thank you so much. Yeah, what's up?
Parker. I'm trying to ask you a real question here. So
Go ahead.
why, when Kamala Harris goes to Georgia, she used a fake accent, but when she's in Vancouver, she talks with her normal shit. Normally she's Indian. Now she's being black. Where does she?
Whoa, wait. Think of that mustache. She's always been black.
Don't cut me off.
Patrick, she's always been black. Plus, there's code switching. Right,
Okay.
you understand? Also, again, she's always been black. So tell me when she wasn't black.
When she was claiming Indian, when she was wearing Indian
You can
clothes,
be Indian
she said
and
she was
black,
only
Patrick. And Patrick, you
Okay,
can be
yes,
Indian
yes.
and black.
Yes, but why was she
Agreed.
only claiming Indian when it was convenient for her?
Yes.
And now
Wait.
she wants to flip the side to
Someone
be
can reference
black.
that they're Italian in one scenario and then German in another. That doesn't mean they were
Okay,
denying the
but-
fact that they're
but-
German.
Okay, yeah. Cut
If
me
I
off.
tell you I'm British right now, that doesn't mean I'm telling you I'm not German.
Can we talk
Okay,
about
but
the?
you're also cutting.
And when I
me
tell
off.
you I'm British, that doesn't mean I'm not white.
Okay, just cut me off. It's cool.
No, I just think it's ridiculous for you to say that because she said that she's
Okay,
Indian, that
okay,
means that
but-
she's not black.
Did we talk about her slavery owning grandfather?
In Jamaica,
Why is that relevant?
That was white.
Why is that relevant? Why is that relevant? Because
How is it not?
yeah, exactly. Why
You
is it
understand
not?
the history of why people might have slave owners who are black might have slave owners as ancestors? Because of grape, because of slavery?
Why did white people have slaves? I mean,
Slavery and you understand grape?
We are thrown under the
You
bus
understand?
for
You understand? Hold up,
reparations.
listen. You understand? There are black.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm
ancestors.
not gonna do this whole.
There are black.
Do you understand?
There are black ancestors of Thomas Jefferson. Okay, that's because of slavery. So I have to baby bottle both of you because you guys can't be quiet. How'd those baby bottles taste? They taste good?
Bro, I was in the middle of talking and you started talking over me. So don't talk about people.
I was talking
over
and you were talking over me, buddy.
No, he does that to everybody, man.
Take the
It's
baby
ridiculous.
bottles.
Oh,
How'd it taste? How'd it taste?
He's just doing it to get paid.
It's like
He don't-
Democratic
Tell me how it
money.
tastes. Tell me how it
It's like
tastes.
He
Democratic
doesn't even
money,
want
man. You
Harris
just
to
keep
be
taking it.
president. He just
I
does
do,
it
I
to
do.
get the money.
I know.
That's complete lies.
So
Okay, hold on.
I think you're just jealous. I think you're just mad. I think you're mad that people are sending me
Parker.
money because I'm doing something good.
Parker. Can you
Good.
tell me what
Yes.
Kamala Harris
Kamala.
policies do you like?
Jesus
Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
She doesn't know her own name or ethnicity.
She does know her own name. Quenisha, thank you for the $35 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Quenisha. Thank you so much.
Just yell over people. That's all
I
you
absolutely
do.
will, Patrick. Take
What
it.
policy do you like of Kamala's?
There you go.
policies of hers
She
do what?
influencing it past the bipartisan infrastructure bill, the Chips and Science Act, the PACT Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, expansive policy for the
Again,
middle class.
the
Alexander,
Inflation
thank you for $5.
Reduction
Thank
Act,
you.
when
And
does
where
that
did they
kick
all
in?
start?
What?
When does
Where did they-
the Reflation Act kick in?
So the Inflation Reduction Act, I mean, they've already engaged in policies that have funded. Like, for example, the $35 cap on insulin has already gone into effect.
All right.
Like for seniors. Ben, thank you for
Inflation
$3. Thank you.
for everybody else
Thank
in
you for
this
the baby bottle
country
fund.
on gas, on pork, on chicken, on
Wait,
milk.
Danny,
When does
thank you
this
for the
come
$20.
into-
Thank
when
you
does
so
this
much,
come
Danny.
into effect?
So
You can
inflation,
laugh, Parker,
listen.
But when does
Judd,
it come
Judd,
into effect?
listen. So when it says Inflation Reduction
Stop
Act.
cutting people off, bro. You want a fair debate.
Okay.
Don't cut
So
people off when
Inflation
they're in the
Reduction
middle of
Act.
talk. You should
You're
let
cutting me
people
off
talk.
right now.
Am I not
Inflation
right?
Reduction. Jesus Christ.
Am I not right?
I'll listen to you. Let's hear it.
Yeah. The Inflation Reduction Act. So inflation is the rate of increase in pricing. So bringing down inflation doesn't mean that prices go down. It means the rate of increase in pricing goes down. Secondly, as it relates to this, that you don't want deflation. You want disinflation, which is what the Inflation Reduction Act will cause, because it will lead to long-term stability of pricing through the context of energy prices going down because of the investment in renewable energies, which acts as a substitute for other types of energy. Rado, thank you so much for the $30. Thank you so much on Venmo. Can we get some W Rados in the comment section right now? Thank you so much.
Oh, you're going to be able to buy your inflated prices on bacon and milk here with all these donations.
That
you're
happened
getting.
globally. You know that there was
Bro.
inflation globally, right?
Parker. So why Kamala's talking about, or Kamala, my bad, but Kamala is talking about when she's president, she's going to lower grocery prices. Why has that not happened then?
Yeah, so I don't think that grocery prices are going to go down.
So why is
I
she-
think that
why
I
is
think
she
that there is
claiming
going
that
to be.
that's going to go down when she's president then?
Yeah, so I think that typically speaking, candidates are going to claim things that they might not necessarily
So,
be able to
lie.
fulfill.
So they're lying,
And I do think that-
openly lying to us. That's what you're admitting is that your
I think
hope
that-
to be
listen.
president is lying to us.
The
saying
only
she's gonna
argument.
reduce
No,
prices.
listen.
Oh, okay. Don't let me
Listen.
finish. Go ahead.
No, listen. So the only thing that I think is going to lead to a reduction in prices would possibly be if prices of gas go down. Now, do I think that's going to be solely caused by them? No. It's the same type of idea that, like, when they say that, like, when Biden said that they created 15 million jobs, they didn't actually create 15 million jobs. It's just a correlation causation fallacy. Thank you for the hanging words. Thank you so much.
Sure,
So I do think
your
that,
current president's been lying to you.
listen. I do think that she makes bad arguments sometimes, and this is an example of a bad argument, I think. All right, I don't think she's going to bring down the pricing of groceries, nor do I think that Trump is going to either. Mike, thank you so much for the $50 for
Okay.
bacon and milk. Thank you so much, Mike, for the $50 for bacon and milk. Thank you so much,
He's
Mike.
gonna cut us off.
He
But,
did
hey, so-
lower it while he was president.
No, he
From
didn't.
Obama.
But
What
Parker,
policy?
Parker.
What policies did he do that caused that?
Whatever he did it.
No, tell me what policy, genius.
Oh my God! You're like, tell me what policy. Whatever he did, lower.
He doesn't have a policy. Look at that. He said the Afford Groceries bill. The Afford Groceries bill. It's going to be making that groceries so affordable, so very affordable.
Whatever he did as president made prices
You're delusional.
lower for whatever
You don't
the
know a
fuck
single
he paid
policy.
for.
Wait, Judd, name me one policy Donald Trump influenced to get passed. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought, buddy. Now be quiet and let Patrick speak.
All I know is prices were lower for everything I fucking
Yeah, and
bought.
prices were lower under Bill Clinton. I'm like, shut up, dude. What, who
Lord, they
cares?
were not. I was alive
Yes, they
for that
were.
too.
Prices
Fucking
were lower
gas
under Bill
prices were
Clinton. You have no
high
fucking
then,
clue what you're talking about. What are you
Fucking
talking
gas
about?
prices were
What do you
high
mean
then,
prices
too.
have not gone? What do you? You're saying prices are fucking higher under Bill Clinton?
Yes.
Ren, thank you for the $25. You're delusional. Ren, thank
I'm
you for the
delusional.
$25 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Ren.
Were you able to buy gas at that point,
listen,
Parker? How?
Look at average. You can look up U.S. gas prices, and you can see in 1990s it was in the fucking $1 range. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about? What the hell are you saying? You saying that prices are higher now, or then than it is now, is delusional as fuck. Or then in 2019 is delusional as fuck. That's so delusional. What are you talking about? Look up
I'm glad you
CPI.
finally fucking muted me on that one.
Oh, you're so mad.
Based on that time period, gas prices were higher under Bill Clinton than
Wrong.
the Bushes.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Look up
Yeah.
U.S. Look up U.S. gas prices. You can see on the Energy Information Administration, it will quite literally tell you in the 90s, it was $1. It was literally $1. In the 2000s, it was $1.40. $1.30. That's what it was. Okay?
What's it under your current president?
Right now, it's
No,
currently $3.60.
Hey,
Again,
Judd,
that
no,
is fucking $2+ more
Then
than
Bill
the
Clinton, that was
90s.
20 years ago.
Yeah,
that was
the
20, 30 years. That was 30 years ago.
Parker, I agree
Trump
on
had
you.
it
Wait.
not
Under
far
Trump,
from
under
that
Trump, under listen,
last 4 years under him.
under
Parker,
Trump, under
Parker,
Trump.
Parker, I agree with you, bro.
I'm sorry, I need to meet y'all so I can make this point. It was about $3 under Trump's administration, okay, on average in this country. That's about $2 more than what it was in the 90s. Okay? So I think it's ridiculous for you to say that for one but not the other.
Parker, I was agreeing with you on this.
I know, but I was
told
trying to
me.
make a point.
You
No, I get
literally
it. I
told
get
me.
it. No, Judd, hold on, Judd. Because I'm on your side of the story with this. Yes, it was cheaper under Clinton, but also, how long ago was Clinton?
30 years ago?
Okay, and how cheap was the food back then? So
Way
you
cheaper.
can't compare the price of gas to the price of food because the price of gas has not gone up like the price of food. So
I agree they've gone up differently,
Okay,
but he explicitly brought up both food
Parker,
and gas.
can I finish my statement before you cut me off? Because you're
I was
very
clarifying.
far left on this.
He brought
You
up
keep
food
cutting
and
people
gas.
off when they're in the middle of their speeches. Bro, I'm
Because I'm
trying
clarifying
to have
something that's
actual-
relevant.
No,
I'm
Hey,
trying to have actual
Patrick,
nice
Patrick,
debate.
Patrick.
I'm trying to have a debate.
Fucking so mad.
All right.
Listen.
no, I'm gonna
I'm
talk because you literally.
fucking. I have to mute you both. So the reason why I'm cutting you off is because I am trying to clarify. Yes, food and gas went up at different rates. I agree with that. But he brought up both food and gas. Now go for it, Patrick.
Okay, so like I said, I'm trying to have a debate. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to raise my voice. I'm just trying to not get talked over. But my point is, so the price of gas and the price of food has gone up how much? Because gas has gone up way more than food. Who shut down the pipelines? Tell me that. Who shut down the pipelines? The North Dakota pipelines, because I live in Minnesota. Who shut down the North Dakota pipelines running from Canada to Minnesota, or through the United States, through the Dakotas and Minnesota? Who shut down the pipelines?
Supreme Court order.
Oh, and who was the president?
The president at that time was Joe Biden. But it was a
Oh,
Supreme Court order that he
weird.
followed through with.
Weird. Oh, I don't know.
Well, actually, the court.
Biden's been higher than the Supreme Court in a lot of cases. So why in this
In what
instance
case?
was
In what
he-
case, Patrick?
Why in this instance was
Patrick,
he
in what
okay?
case?
Can I finish what I was saying?
In what case?
That he overruled.
I can't hear you. You swiped out of the app. Can't hear you.
And by the way, is he advocating that the president just ignore the court, like what the court says? Like,
I don't know.
Patrick, you there? You got a phone call or something? Okay.
By the way, everyone, if you want to support me, Venmo, Cash App in the bio. Everyone, tap that screen. Let's get to 2 million likes. Share the live as well, everyone. Probably will have live for a little bit longer, y'all. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, my son called me. You said what Supreme Court did he overrule?
That was a Supreme Court. Yeah. What Supreme Court decision did he overrule?
Does the president have the right to overrule the Supreme Court in any
No.
case? No.
Thank you for the hand art. That's exactly what.
Does he have any say?
They can appoint people to the Supreme Court, but that's about it.
You said what?
They can appoint people to the Supreme Court and change the conditions of the Supreme Court, but they can't overrule a decision from the Supreme Court unless
they
they
can't
change the
influence it
Supreme
at all.
Court themselves.
And they can influence it at all?
So they can influence it by appointing people.
Okay.
That's the only way. But Biden didn't appoint people to do this.
And he had no say whatsoever in how the oil is ran through the country as the president?
I think he has some say, but I don't think that
Well,
it is solely determined by him. I don't think the gas prices have gone. I don't think the gas prices have gone up because of him.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to talk over you. But okay, in that case, then how can you bring up, then Trump let this happen, Trump let that happen? because he was the president, he's got say in it, right? It's the same way as your president.
Say that one more time. I don't know what you're trying to say.
I said, you always bring up the fact, oh, well, Trump let this happen, Trump let that happen, but he's not in charge of the Supreme Court, right? That's why I brought up that point. I know how the fucking Supreme Court works.
Yeah,
but
again, I told you the only way the
Trump
Supreme
let this
Court...
happen, Trump let this happen. It's the Supreme Court. Same as Biden. Supposedly, he didn't say in it, but he could appoint people. But why were the oil lines shut down? Tell me that. As a Biden Kamala supporter, why were the oil lines shut down coming from Canada to the United States through the Dakotas and Minnesota?
Respectfully, I've told you multiple times. If I have to tell you one more time, I'm gonna fucking cry, dude. I've told
Well,
you
then
multiple
cry.
times.
That's all you do on your live anyway.
I've told
Cry
you
and
multiple times.
Why?
So again, court order determined by the Supreme Court.
So why do you bring up the Supreme Court when it comes to Trump on shit?
Because the only way, like I told you, that you can change the conditions of the Supreme Court in terms of what they determine is if you appoint people.
So Trump should do it, but Biden shouldn't?
There were not people appointed by Biden in order to do that. It totally depends on people leaving the Supreme Court in terms of whether or not you will be able to appoint people.
So Trump should overrule the Supreme Court, but Biden shouldn't.
Trump put multiple Supreme Court justices in office with the explicit reason of overturning Roe versus Wade. That's what he was able to do. He was able to put 3 in office. Biden was not able to put 3 in office that were able to change the conditions of the court because he didn't replace specifically Republicans. He replaced liberals already. So Trump replaced
why did he
liberals with
replace
conservatives.
Okay, but why did he replace liberals then?
What you mean Trump?
really does.
Because that's just what was allowed to be replaced.
No. We're talking about Biden. Why did Biden replace?
Because
liberals?
no conservatives
You
were
really think
able
he has
to
a
be
gotcha.
He replaced a liberal with a liberal, so it wasn't that
Yeah.
big. So it just
So it
like,
doesn't
Okay, so
change
why
the
are you
conditions
bringing
of
up
the
the
court.
fact that he replaced people if he replaced another liberal with
no,
another liberal?
hold on.
We're talking
Do you
about
remember
taking a liberal and turning them
No, do you
Republicans.
remember 2015, like 2016 at all? Right?
Do you remember January 6th?
Yes. What about it?
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk
I
about
think
that.
he made a point.
Why are you?
No. Don't cut me off. Let me just get to my point.
We're
and I will
currently
let
cutting
you
off
speak.
Matt.
I was
Genius.
I will let you speak, and I will not speak over you.
Okay.
You can't speak over me if you're muted, so.
Because the only point I'll make: Justice Antonin Scalia died. Obama should have been able to appoint somebody. Mitch McConnell said no because he wanted to stop that from happening. Trump got in and then replaced Scalia with Neil Gorsuch, I believe. So that's how it happened. That's the history. Very simple. Okay, Patrick. Now we're gonna talk about January 6th.
We could talk about how Trump wanted to pardon people who literally assaulted police officers violently.
The people that assaulted police officers. I'm from Minnesota. Watch the fall of Minneapolis. Look
You
at
want to
the
hear Trump
police
praising
officer-
walls?
Look at the
always
police
do.
officer that
You
got
wanna
hit
see
in the
Trump
head with
praising
a
walls?
trash can lid.
You
and
want to
got
see Trump
knocked
praising
out.
Walls' response?
Oh my God, dude, you sound so. Can I speak without getting spoke over? I'm giving you the same respect.
You
When you
can't.
speak, I shut up.
No, you're
and
not. I
let
have to mute
speak.
you, Patrick.
Okay, then kick me out of the box because you don't let people speak that are on the Trump.
I just wanted to do that for fun. You can unmute your mic, Patrick. I just wanted to do that for fun. It's kind of like, this is calm. Like, I feel a lot better. My headache went away for some reason. Snacks, thank you so much for the Henry. Appreciate it. Thank you.
The fact is, when you speak, I let you speak. I be quiet and I let you speak. Why can you not let me speak when I have a point? January 6th. Okay, you say, oh, they attacked police officers. What about the precinct in Minnesota where I live? I live 10 minutes from Minneapolis, bro. What about the police officer that got hit in the head with a trash can lid that got knocked out? What about the precinct that we had to abandon because fucking people that were looting the city that Tim Walz, I'm sorry, you're wishing to be next vice president that isn't going to be.
Why did he step down for 4 days and he didn't call in the National Guard? I'm from Minnesota, bro. You can't debate this. Watch the fall of Minneapolis. Oh, I'm sorry. George Floyd got choked out. I'm sorry. He also had no bruises on his neck.
Yeah, so what was his cause of death, Patrick?
He swallowed fentanyl.
Okay, I actually have to kick him
now I
out because
gotta
he
go.
said that.
Bye, Patrick.
So his cause of death was asphyxiation. Secondly, Trump praised Wallace's response. Literally said it was amazing. Third of all, as it relates to this, Harris is not advocating to pardon those people. Like what? How is that comparable? Jed, go for it.
Oh, I'm just listening to all of y'all's whatever's going on here because it's you
Glenn,
literally.
how old are you?
Oh, I'm 50.
No, I'm talking Nicole.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nicole, how old are you? All right, we'll get another mag. If your
How
maggot
old
type
am
in the
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
too
So,
late.
hey, there was like a 10-second lag because
Yeah,
of the MAGA
apparently.
bubble.
Edward.
Edward, thank you so much. Yo, Aaron, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll need it. Yeah, Edward, are you voting for Trump?
I guess not.
No. Okay.
W.
Nice. All right. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. I just want to make it 2v2 because the last guy was complaining about it being 2-on-1.
I've got to ask you there, Parker, though. Originally, when we talked about gas prices, you said Trump's average gas price was in the $1.50 range. But
No.
then in the secondary time,
I
you were
didn't.
saying it's in like the $2 range.
No. So what I said was that it was 1/8 administration, and then under the Trump administration, it was $1.93 at the lowest. I'm saying the lowest for each. Those are the lowest points.
All right. And under the current, what was it?
It's like $3.60 currently.
All right. Which is quite a bit. Quite a
Okay,
bit.
so what I'm saying is that if you say that because prices went up under the Biden administration, that means it's caused by Biden. Well, then because prices went up under the Trump administration, it was caused by Trump.
By how much?
Again, I just told you the lowest points. It went from when Trump first got into office, it was, let me give you the exact numbers, $2.40. Okay, right. By 2018, it was $2.90.
All right, I got 281.
I'm looking at September 2018, $2.91.
All right, I've got under Trump, under Barack, at the lowest it was 225.
Benjamin, thank you for the $5 for Patrick does not represent Minnesota. We love Wells. Based.
225 at the highest under Obama, it was 368. And at the highest under Trump, it was 281. And at the highest under our current president, it was 406.
You're wrong on every single one of those.
All right.
So the highest under the Biden-Harris administration was, on average, was $4.54. Or actually, $5.03. My bad. $5.03.
$5.03 under Biden.
Yeah, under Biden-Harris. So
Right.
you're wrong on that. The lowest, the time he got in office was specifically $2.40. It went up to almost $3. Okay, so you don't say that that's specifically because of Trump. You acknowledge that it's due to global markets. But for Biden-Harris, you specifically will blame the Biden-Harris administration instead of global markets.
All right. I'm just so we know, where are you getting your numbers? Because I'm looking at Forbes.
Energy Information Administration.
I'm looking
the
at
government.
Forbes.com.
I don't give a fuck about Forbes. Look at the Energy Information
Is
Administration.
Forbes conservative?
Doesn't matter about that.
No, I'm just saying
No?
the Energy Information Administration is the best data.
All right. Energy.
If you accept Forbes, well, then you think that the top 400 billionaires pay 8.2% in effective tax rate, or 8.4%. Okay, so
I'm looking up. Don't worry.
all right, everyone, do tap that screen. Let's get to 2 million likes. If you want to support me or Matt, Venmo, Cash App in the bio. Everyone's the best place to support us. Send our DNC checks. Groot, are you voting
Yeah.
for Trump?
I beg your pardon?
Are you voting Trump?
No way.
All right. W. Groot. W. Groot. All right, let's try to get this next individual. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. We are just looking for some debates. Keep tapping that screen, keep shooting the live. I probably have just a little bit left on the live, everyone. Depends whenever my girlfriend texts me, to be honest. All right, let's try to get this next individual up. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. All right, we're trying to get this next individual.
Noah, what's going on, huh?
Yo, Chex, how old are you?
Buddy?
How old are you?
Hey, Parker.
How
I've
old
been
are you?
watching for a fat minute, bro. I just wanted to show my FIFA team, but I can't show it.
Okay. Okay, bro. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, what up, dude?
Are you voting Trump?
What you think?
We've
Yes.
spoken before, haven't we?
I mean, where are you from, bro? Like, are you from Minnesota?
Have I talked to you before?
No, not really.
Not really.
Really?
No.
So I have.
No, I mean, I comment, but, like, you never respond to my comments.
You sound familiar.
I don't think so. Where are you from, bro? Like, I've been in North Dakota, Fargo for, like, 4 years. I know Minnesota, too. I went to Duluth, Minneapolis, like, Monoman.
Okay, I grew up in Iowa. I live in Los Angeles now.
Oh, that's why it makes sense. So, how much you getting paid from, like, TikTok? Be honest. Like, who? Be honest. Be honest, bro.
$3 trillion.
That makes
I knew
sense. Makes sense, bro. But here's the thing, though. When they like the China cut down the power, you're not getting those money, brother. You know China is fake. You know that, right?
China's fake?
Of course they're fake. Of course they're fake.
I didn't know the whole country was fake.
I would say the whole fucking country is fake. No matter at the end, we're heading.
Are you trolling?
we're headed the
Are-
right
did you just-
direction. Not fucking China.
That's a first.
Not fucking India. Not Kamala Harris.
That's a first. I've never had someone deny China's existence in my life.
Yeah. That's a lot of land.
That's definitely a first.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ali, are you trolling?
Am I what?
China doesn't exist?
What do you mean they don't exist?
If China doesn't exist, who's to say that Nebraska exists? Have you been there?
I've been to Nebraska. I was over the road truck driver.
Sorry, my
for
bad.
2 years.
I meant to say, have you ever been to Georgia?
Everywhere, bro. 47 states.
What state have you not been to?
Like Hawaii, Maine, and Alaska.
Okay, so Maine doesn't exist.
Why
It's not
not?
real.
What you mean it's not real?
It's not
You've never
real.
been there, so it doesn't exist, right?
It doesn't
Bro,
exist.
come on, get a life, man. I
Maine
don't
does
care.
not exist.
Hey, I don't care like how much they're paying you. Don't do it, bro. Just don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't advocate lies, you know.
I'm not advocating any lies.
I think you are. I know they're
What
paying
lies?
you some sort of money. Like, be honest, like,
Who's they? Who's they?
like I don't know, Democrat, TikTok, like fucking big corporation.
Democrat?
I don't fucking
What you
know.
think? You think Democrats are paying me?
I think so. I assume so.
Really? What makes you think
Yeah,
that?
like I don't know, cause like those fuckers are.
You don't
fake.
know? I don't know.
No. Here's the thing.
I should just clip that. Like say, like, oh, I think you're paid by Democrats. Oh, what makes you think that? I don't know.
assumption, But no. Okay, I fly to Los Angeles. Let's do a lie detector test. Okay, you in?
Okay.
Are you in or no?
How much money are you
Parker's not
gonna pay
come
me
with
to do
that
that?
tip.
Since I'm paid, I need
Oh, okay.
like check.
If you tell the truth, I'll pay 5K. If you were lying, then how much you gonna pay me?
You're
Are you gonna
trolling,
pay me 10K?
right?
No,
You're
I'm
trolling.
not fucking trolling. Dude, this shit is serious.
I can't do wagers, but if you say that you'll pay me 5K to tell the truth, I will do it.
Okay, done. Deal. Send me your fucking address. Send me your okay.
I'm not gonna send you my address, but
Okay,
you can come to
here's my-
LA and tell me where to meet up with you.
Okay, done.
All right, 5K. It's the easiest 5K ever, bro.
But if you were lying, are you gonna pay me double or no?
No, I can't do wagers.
This guy, what the? I'm risking 5K. You're not okay. Can you
You
risk
can
like?
record it. You can record it. You can expose me on the internet.
Okay, can we do live? Like
Yeah.
actual live streaming? Okay, done.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I'll do it on my second account.
Okay, done. No, this account. Fuck. No.
I'm not going live on my debate
Stop
account.
fucking around, cunt. Like this is serious.
Wait, I still get thousands of people on my other account.
I'm just no. It's gotta be this. I don't care. Like you have like 1.6 million. You cannot be lying to like 2 million people.
That's my likes. I have 100K followers on my second account. I have just as many followers.
I don't even know like why there is still a debate like who like voting for. Like come on, man.
Who am I voting for? I'm voting for Kamala Harris.
But why though?
Because she has
That-
not been held legally responsible for sexual abuse,
let me tell you
defamation,
something.
fraud.
That-
She doesn't have 34
no,
felonies.
you
She didn't try to overthrow the government. She didn't try to restrict women's access to abortion. She didn't deny climate change caused by humans.
Bro.
She didn't call for a complete and total shutdown of Muslims entering the country.
Bro, fuck everything. Everything has been lied. We live in a gangster paradise. You know that, right? You fucking know that.
A gangster paradise?
Yeah, you know the song?
Yeah, you mean like Donald Trump, who's a criminal? You're voting for him?
Oh,
He's a fucking savior. He's a fucking imam.
A
What the
savior. He's their savior. He's the chosen one.
Oh my
That's
god.
Calling Donald Trump your savior is crazy.
Bro, let's do a lie detector test. If you were lying, I will punch you as hard as fucking I can in the fucking mouth. Okay?
God damn.
I'm
No,
not going
this shit is not even. No, this
Ali,
shit is not
Ali.
even a joke, man.
Now that you said that, I'm not going to get anywhere around someone that wants to violently assault me. Why would I do that?
What if a nuclear is like a nuclear war is gonna start? You know, millions, trillions of people are gonna die, lose their
Trillions?
jobs.
Wow, where are you getting all these people from?
Trillions?
No,
Dude thinks this is
billions.
Star Wars, dude. He thinks the Death Star is about to go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. You know, we created a new Death Star. We're gonna take out all those worlds in every galaxy. We're gonna control the entire universe. I promise you, we'll have everything.
Yo, bro, just record this. That bitch is so fake. Even China denied they made this bitch.
What are you saying?
Remember that.
Are you calling Kamala Harris a bitch?
She's a fake bitch. She's not even real.
What? So not only is she real, but why are you referring to a woman that way? Like, what is wrong with you? You said China made her? That doesn't even make any sense. She's literally Indian. She's not even Chinese.
But she's saying she's black too. Like what?
She
what
is black.
Like, I'm
You
confused.
can be Indian and black. Did you know that?
No, not really.
No? Wow,
No.
that's unbelievable.
Let me tell you something. Whatever my dad is, I go by my dad's side. I don't give a fuck about
Oh,
mama's
well, her dad is Afro-Jamaican, so
side. Then she's Jamaican. She's not Indian. She's not black. She's Jamaican.
her dad is black.
What was it, from
Black
Jamaica?
is not like
Yeah. She's from Jamaica, not
Ethnicity.
Ali, her dad is black. Wait. Her dad is black, therefore she's black, right? Because she goes by her dad, right?
What is wrong with this? Like with California people, like they're stupid in the head somehow. Like something has got.
How many continents are there?
of the people talking here, Ali.
Ali, how many continents are there, Ali?
I think 5 could be 6.
5?
I'm not-
Yep,
5 or
6 maybe.
6.
Can you name them?
Like America, so North America, South America. So we got Europe, Asia. I think Australia is arguably a continent. I'm not sure. And we got like Africa, Antarctica. You know, like I'm not sure, like 5 or 6, potentially 6.
So MAGA math. So you named them correctly, but you got the number wrong. Secondly, as it relates to this, how many branches
5
of
or
government
6.
are there, Ali?
What do you mean, like by branches?
How
Like,
many branches of government are there?
Are you talking about like political party or different? Like I'm not really familiar with the
Branches of government? You don't know how many
Are you
branches of government
American,
there are?
Ali?
What?
Do you live in the US right now?
I live in Michigan, Lansing, Michigan. You can pull up. I'll send.
Really?
my
What
address
time
to
is
you.
it right
know
now?
what that
What time is it?
109.
Nope. And that's
Yeah,
not
it's
the
109.
that's not the time in Michigan.
Yeah,
Michigan's on.
motherfucker, it's an Eastern time. Shut the fuck up. Get your
No, it's
fucking
not.
phone
Michigan
back.
is not Eastern time.
That's a fucking
No,
Eastern
Eastern
time. What
time,
the
yeah,
fuck is wrong with this motherfucking? You're telling to my fucking face I'm lying.
Hold on.
Motherfucker, I'm not
Hold on.
fucking done.
I muted him right at the best time. He went crazy. Ali, calm down, man. Your blood pressure's gonna go up.
Jesus
It's okay.
Christ, bro.
I'm agreeing with you. Yes,
Dude, I went
it's
to
on the
like,
east.
when they
Jesus
tried,
Christ, dude.
no. When they tried to attempt assassin like Daddy Trump, I swear to God, I end up in emergency room. You can
Oh,
call
wait,
like Jack
wait, Ali,
Sparrow and
I have
Lansing,
a question. Did you wear a bandage on your right ear? Ever?
No, why would I?
You did?
No, why would I do? And no motherfucker's gonna stab me or fucking shoot me. If they shoot me, they better fucking kill me. If not, they will get killed. Their whole family, their whole fucking tribe. I don't give a fuck.
So you think it's justified to
That's a
kill
serious
infants?
shit, motherfucker.
Ali,
Let me tell you something.
Ali, do you think it's justified to kill infants?
No, never.
Oh, okay.
So when you kill their whole family, if there's an infant, you understand that
But let me tell you, if somebody try to like harm me, my family, my girlfriend, my family, what do you think they deserve? Be honest. Should I just like curl up and cry, or should I go take a revenge? Be honest. If somebody pull up to my house, my apartment, what do you want me to do to the motherfuckers? I'm not gonna
Call the police.
Fuck the cops. Fuck the police.
Yeah, back the
It's
blue.
my private
Back the
property.
blue. Back the blue.
Very Trumpy of you.
Fuck the police.
Fuck the
I am
Back the
law. I am
blue.
the police.
Back the blue.
Fuck you. Fuck all the California people. All those who lived in false sense of reality. Fuck it. They can pull up. I live in Lansing.
Wait, do you believe
When
the
you're in
election was
Lansing,
stolen in
Michigan,
2020?
I'll send you my address.
Ali, was the election stolen in 2020?
When it's gonna start?
Was the election stolen in 2020?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So fuck people who live in delusional worlds like you! Literally you! It's you!
You pull up. Pull up. If you got the balls, pull up.
Hey, no, you're
Pull
the
up.
one. You're the one that's literally living in a delusional world, bro.
Okay. Done. If I pull up to Los Angeles, will you meet me or not?
Hell no.
Not now. You sound like a crazy person.
Yeah, why the fuck would I meet up with you? You're literally
I can't
insane.
be crazy. Dude, millions of jobs, trillions of life. It's like in
Trillions of
danger.
life, yeah.
Like, what world are you living on? Ali,
I
how
live
many
in
people
Michigan.
are on the planet?
About 7 billion. They could be more. Like China, we're not sure about China.
Trillions of lives.
Yeah, somehow you went from 7 billion to like trillions.
But when I say trillions, their life is like even one life is like worth trillion lives. Like this life is so special.
Jesus
God gave
Christ.
you in the right
MAGA
way.
math here.
Okay, so based upon that same MAGA math, right? One sexual abuse is like a million sexual abuses. So why are you voting for someone who's supporting millions of sexual abuses?
Which means sexual abuse.
Trump has been held legally responsible for sexually abusing E. Jean Carroll?
As a man, I like to fuck bitches all the time. Why not?
Jesus
What's wrong
Christ.
with that?
You said you have a
I like
girlfriend.
fucking bitches. I have a
Ali,
girlfriend. I have
why do you
multiple
refer to
girlfriends,
women
not
that
just
way,
I
one?
have two. No, I have two girlfriends. I'm serious.
Bro thinks he's like a rapper out here or something. And he's like,
I'm just waiting for y'all to
Do
get
they
somebody
know?
to agree.
Ali, do they
I
know?
don't live in a gangster paradise. Go check out.
Ali, do your
I'm
girlfriend,
myself.
do your girlfriends know about each other?
Yes, absolutely. I just give me like couple weeks. Then just join the live. I'll video chat you. I'm for real. I ain't no fucking bitch. Once you're successful, like you can have like money wives, not just one or
money
two.
wise?
Money wives, like in Muslim, you allow up to 4 wives.
Oh, you're
And
Muslim.
Are you Muslim?
Yes.
So you have sex with
that
lots of
explains
girls,
why.
but you have sex with lots of girls, but you're Muslim, and that's a sin.
It's
That's
not a
wrong.
sin.
That's
Muslims
wrong.
Allow up to 4 wives. Up to 4 wives.
Wait,
Get
but
your fucking
are you married to every girl that you have intercourse with?
No.
Haram!
Here's the thing.
Haram!
Hold up, stupid kid. Listen to me. But you allow up to 4 wives, but they're not. This says like stick to 1 wife. But you can, if you're successful, you can have up to 4 wives.
Ali,
and
Ali,
unlimited
Ali.
single months.
Is sex outside marriage wrong?
No.
No?
As long both sides like agree, there is no violence. Like you treat her right, you buy her gift, like you treat her right, she's happy with you. There's nothing wrong. Nothing
Really?
wrong.
So Muslims can have sex outside of marriage?
No, but she needs to be like not virgin though. She has to have like kids. You gotta support the kid, the mama. Then then you'll be like, okay,
Oh,
I
good
support
Lord.
you. Like, no, it's all real. Like you can go do research. Like all those fuckers in Dubai.
Jesus.
Ali, here's my last
4
question.
wives, 3 wives.
Hey, Ali, what should the age of consent be?
Honestly, if she's super hot, I would say 16. If not, then 18.
Gross. Gross. I hope he doesn't vote. Whoever here is in Michigan, please outdo his vote by like voting, please. Like, please vote.
Oh my God, Ruben, thank you
Especially
for the
your
dollar.
land
Thank you so
thing.
much. Oh my God, we should have showed him the complete and total shutdown of Muslims coming to the country. But I mean, we could have shown them that, but that was crazy, dude. That was insane. All right, everyone, I actually have to get off, y'all. I want to stay on live. It was
I
fun.
was waiting for y'all to, like, you shut down other people quicker than him for some reason.
Well, it's because he was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy people just like dig themselves into like holes and shit, so that's why you let them talk.
Yeah. Oh. Is that what it is?
Yeah. He was digging to China that doesn't exist, so that's why you just let him dig.
Yeah.
I love you.
Sure to follow me here if you have not already. I do appreciate everyone who has come through tonight. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, Cash App in the bio. Follow me here. Check out the video I just posted as a rally. And y'all can go check out Good Trouble, everyone. Look up Good Trouble _ spam Parker Raid, spam love from Parker. Look up Good Trouble _ spam Parker Raid, spam love from Parker, everyone.
And you. I think that's fucking crazy. I think that you should, look inward, my son. What would Jesus do?
What would Jolly do? What would Jolly do? TZ, what would Jesus do in this situation? What's up, Parker?
He would kick this guy out of this box, bro, and move on.
Oh, TZ.
Let's go.
Right. He's right. They did it.
Come on.
W in the chat for TZ, I guess.
TZ, hey, look, man, you earned a W, TZ. Listen, TZ, when it's all said and done, you're going to vote for Kamala Harris.
Hey, bro, not if she's going to take away the 10,
Forgot your own statute?
The 10 Commandments?
1031.
Or the 1031?
1031 exchange.
1031.
Tell us.
Yeah, so I started investing, right? And I bought my first apartment complex. And what the 1031 exchange allows you to do is allows you to sell your asset and not to pay taxes on that asset, and it lets you upgrade to a greater asset without paying taxes on it.
Can I give you an honest assessment, TZ?
Hang on.
No, I can't let this go. I got to say one thing. I think that everything you said might be an accurate description of 1031, but I don't think that you bought and sold an apartment.
Why not?
Just the way you said it.
Anyway, so
Well, I'm not here to convince you. That's okay.
you bought a
So I'm right.
multifamily,
Yeah.
and you sold it,
Yeah.
and you got a bigger apartment complex,
Correct.
and that happened under 1031,
Right.
and now you are afraid that you won't be able to do that again and not have to pay taxes.
Well, yeah, more, because my goal is to own multiple. I own 3 apartment complexes right now, and I plan to sell all 3 for a larger one, over 200, 300 units.
Dog, I don't know, that's just capital gains. That's what we've always, there's always been sort of taxes paid on income properties that are sold.
Not if
I don't
you
know.
do it. Not if you.
Not
do
if you
a
exercise this one thing,
1031
sure, but
exchange.
also, here's the thing. This one thing that will affect you, people who are, gaming the system, being a landlord, which sucks, by the way.
It's not a.
Yeah, by the way.
System.
Okay, but so it's hard to say okay.
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt. Let me say this. How is it wrong that I'm providing housing for people?
Because these people could purchase, if there was enough housing, if people were not doing this, you owned 3 of these.
Also, you're not providing housing for them, by the way. Let's be clear about it. You're not providing housing for anyone. You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No, you're not. You own a house and you're making them pay you for it. That's not providing anything.
Bro.
No.
build it?
So if
You're not providing a house. You're not providing a house.
A car rental place, and you rent a car, you are providing a car.
No, you're providing a service. The car was paid for. There's a very distinct difference here. Nope. Nope. There's a distinct difference that I refuse to let go. You are not providing a house for anyone.
There's good.
You're providing a service. No, you're providing service because you were fortunate enough. You were fortunate enough in this system to obtain multiple of one resource when other people can't even obtain one. Then you turn around and said, "Hey, people that have no resources and I have multiple resources, I'm going to charge you for it." If you were providing them for a house, you would just give them the fucking house.
Did you build a house?
I have built a beach house, yeah.
What a coincidence. What an amazing coincidence. What's up, dude?
What's happening?
Why do you want a poll of the candidates so bad?
I'm just curious. I've been watching this 1 minute opinion show for like weeks, and I just know that I'm trying to see if they're just biased with different creators, just poll results in general.
Oh.
This is a left-leaning live. You realize that?
Oh, I realize that for sure. So just trying to get a...
Okay, we don't have to do it.
Oh, come on.
Thanks.
GT, man, I like you sometimes.
Are y'all both against all assets or just apartments?
Huh?
Are you guys...
No, we're against, hang on, let me explain to you what we're against, and I think GT will agree with me, but I can't speak for him. We're against hoarding resources when resources are finite, and those resources are required for living, right? If you're hoarding Pokemon cards, I don't care. If you're hoarding houses, food, water, I care, right? So I think that hoarding resources in an environment with finite resources, and those resources you're hoarding, other people require to live, but they don't have those resources. When I was 6, I said, I finished my plate and I'm still hungry. Mom said, wait till everybody gets first before you get seconds. And somehow when we grew up, we forgot that.
TZ, can I just ask you a question?
After I respond to him.
No.
So
No.
Are you saying that
No.
there's people
What
that
part of no
can-
don't you understand? No. I'm going to ask you a question now, right? Do you drive on roads?
Obviously, I do.
Have you ever called the police? Hello?
I'm trying to think. I don't recall if I
Would you like to be able to call the police?
Yeah.
You're going to have kids one day?
I have kids, yeah.
You have kids. You like having them go to school?
Obviously.
So paying taxes on capital gains is part of the infrastructure of this country that we all fucking do. And like it's great that there's infrastructure and loopholes and incentives for people to go out and build businesses. I have very little sort of like emotional investment in your success because of everything that Jolly was talking about hoarding resources, something like housing, which is very like, especially now, especially how hard it is, especially the making resources like that finite makes the price go up for everybody. Things like that. I have very little sort of empathy for you having to pay taxes on the things on money you make in America. So, like, if you look at it that way, it's okay that if this is going away, to be honest. Why would you think that they were trying to get rid of this?
I don't know, but
what possible reason would there be for them to try and not get people to trade up infinitely in this sort of exchange?
I have no concern over why they would want to.
Well, maybe is it because housing is a finite resource and there's less, and when this is being taken in for full advantage? No,
you are not educated when it comes to
educate
housing.
me, dog. You didn't even you haven't even given it a single thought about why they would try and get rid of this.
Edgewise, bro, because there's so imagine if there were no apartment complexes, right? Where are these people going to live?
It's not about. That's a dumb question. Let me give you a question. No, because your question is dumb.
How are you going to sit here? You're uneducated, and then
that's your question.
Hot fucking steamer like that.
Yeah, literally. TZ, watch this. TZ. Stop.
And guess what? If there were no apartments,
did you fall asleep just now?
TZ, here's my question to you. Okay. Do you think that shelter is a basic necessity. That it's on the hierarchy of needs for human beings. Do you think it is? TZ, you're on mute. I don't know if you know that. You're probably still yelling at the fucking phone. Is shelter on the hierarchy of needs for human beings? Is that a necessity to live?
That's not how this is gonna work.
Yes or no? Yes or no? I don't care about the other shit. TZ, I'm going to answer your question.
Look, I'm cordial, and I answer your question, right?
You're also a slumlord, so listen.
Absolutely not, dude. These apartments that I own are.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Answer my question. Do you believe that shelter is on the hierarchy of needs? Do you think that shelter is on the Do you think that shelter is a necessity to live? Yes or no?
Obviously.
Okay. And so when you rent your apartment out to other people, do you make money on it? Yeah or nay?
Of course.
So you're making money off of other people's necessity to be alive. And you want me to say, damn, you're a good businessman? No, you're a shitbird.
Dude, so you're saying if you...
Yeah, I'm saying whatever you're about to fucking paraphrase, I said that. Yep, go.
Okay, so anything that you buy, so if you go to McDonald's and you buy hamburger, they should not sell hamburgers. You're a fucking idiot, dude.
What happened to you being cordial just now, dog?
Nah, dude, I'm tired of being cordial.
Thank God.
Okay, good.
The fake cordialness was.
Yeah, I agree. Just be who you are. So, so instead of looking at like that, I think that like, where are these houses?
You houses or apartments?
Where's your business located?
Bro, oh my gosh. Okay, I have an engineering firm. Okay, and I own apartment complexes. So you're asking a bunch of questions.
No,
so
I'm
I
not.
can answer it. Yes, no, you are, because I own beach houses, apartment complex, and I have a engineering firm.
How old are
Those
you?
Technically, 3 different businesses.
How old are you?
We're talking about. I'm 35.
Where are the fucking apartment buildings located? Was I being coy, or like was that confusing?
No, but you asked where are my businesses, and I have businesses.
We were talking about this. I didn't know about your engineering firm. I was very clearly asking you where your apartment complexes are located.
Hold on. You also knew about my beach houses as well. Remember,
It went from one beach house. It went from one beach house to several beach houses just now. So, like, how about you just tell me?
So, I own an apartment complex, 2 apartment complexes in Houston, and then I own another one in Wisconsin.
Where's the beach house?
Galveston.
Okay. I can't tell if this is full of shit or not, to be honest.
Can I respond to the McDonald's thing? So when I made the comment about you profiting off of people's need to live, you said, McDonald's makes money out of selling food. I wouldn't have an issue if you built a house and sold it. So you provided the service of building a house, which maybe I couldn't do. And so I will pay you for your services and then own the house, right? However, there's a vast difference between the house already being built, you taking the commodity and then charging other people for it. So if you went to McDonald's and bought all their food that they've already made and then upcharged people for it, you would be a shitbird. But McDonald's, hang on, stop. But McDonald's providing a service by making the food so that you don't have to cook, that's what you're paying for, right? So that's no correlation what you said. You understand the difference now?
You do understand that when, let's say that, so for example, one family that just moved in, right? They used to own a house, they sold their house, they needed somewhere to stay. Where are they going to stay? In the meantime, because they are now building a house, right? So where are they going to stay?
Here's my question. I don't care about this anymore. The hierarchy. Here's what I'm curious about. Here's what I'm curious about. No, I fucking obviously care about that, but here's what I'm curious. Why is it that using American infrastructure and things that taxpayers paid for, that we all pay into this system that we call a society, why is it that your profits, for some reason, should be exempt from paying into this system?
Okay, if you allow me to explain this, because this whole time you and this other gentleman.
Okay, cool, man. Why are you exempt?
To ask questions, to respond.
Why are you? I don't care. I don't care. I know, dude. It's been really unfair for you. We get it. Why are you exempt while you take advantage of like American infrastructure that we all pay for?
It's good content for you. I think that's why you guys act like this.
Well, this is the real question that I brought you up here for, right?
I think GT is asking a really good question. Can you answer it? That's a great question. Can you answer it? Why should you be exempt?
Ask a question.
I did twice, but I'll do it again for kicks because it's good content for me. Why is it that using American infrastructure, roads that we all paid money for, hospitals that we all pay money for, school services that your kids go to, why is it that your gains, your profits, shouldn't be subject to taxes while we are all sitting here paying into the system on which you are using to create profits for yourself?
Okay, you're missing the point, though. You're missing the point, and let me explain what the point is. The purpose of the 1031 tax exchange, the purpose for that is to do exactly that. Reinvest the money. If there's no reinvestment, right, then people like yourself, people like this guy, what's his name, Jolly, will not be able to get out of the rat race, right? Hold on, let me explain. I'm going to explain it.
We would be able to buy.
Let me explain it to you. So that means that for the next 30 years, guess what? If that tax exchange is not there, that 1031 is no longer existing, guess what people like me are going to do? We're going to buy these small apartments, larger apartments, and we're going to sit on them for 30 years, not upgrading.
No shit. This is exactly what we were fucking yelling at you about just now, you dumb idiot. You're going to hoard the fucking wealth because you have some and poor people can't afford homes.
Listen to what
I can't listen.
We heard.
I can't listen any more intently.
You just fucking said you would be able to if I fucking sell it, but I won't be able to sell it because I won't be able to upgrade it because then there's no incentive.
Then become a better businessman.
Bingo.
If you're not thriving under free market capitalism, under the rules, then you're a shitty fucking landlord. Figure out how to make more money. And then pay your fucking taxes.
How, by raising the rent? That's real smart, you fucking idiot.
You're just that. You're not thinking outside the box. It's your fault. But you have to fucking pay taxes like the rest of us, dog. Sorry.
Yeah, so fuck you. And the reason it exists is because there's a lot of money in real estate, so people with a lot of money lobbied Congress to pass a law that benefited them. Meanwhile, diabetes will kill you. Because insulin's, like a 1.7 fucking million % increase. Yeah. So you see why we don't care about your 1030. But and GT ask another good question. GT, you ask really good questions tonight. Earlier, GT said, why would, that's not to insinuate you don't usually ask good questions, but why would they want to end the 1031 exchange? Because you said Kamala Harris would do that. I don't believe you, but let's just say you're right. Why would she want to do that?
Dude, you're re-asking a question I didn't have an answer for, and that was the only question I didn't have the answer for this entire engagement.
I argue that if this thing, this 1031 exchange, was so good for business, I barely call hoarding houses business, but then there's got to be a good argument for dropping it. I want to hear the argument. Because just like GT, I didn't know what it was until you explained it. But I want to hear the argument. Why would they want to stop doing that?
It's
right?
TZ, bro, not GT.
No, trust me. I didn't confuse
I'm
that.
GT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you thought I was saying you had a good point?
Yeah. I was
Also,
like, what
just
the
because
fuck?
you have answers does not mean they're good or like show mastery of this topic.
And I said, GT, you asked good questions tonight. You thought I was talking about you? Bro.
Why is it more important that you don't pay money on your corporate taxes than like women receiving health care?
Bro, it's not the same. You're getting it confused, bro. You need to educate yourself a little bit more on what the 1031 is.
Why is it that let me rephrase then, dog. Why is the 1031 repealment, if that's even fucking a thing?
Right.
We're just taking your word for it that suddenly Kamala Harris is just like, yeah, fuck this one specific
this
thing.
random ass thing.
Let's just take your word for it that that's true. Why is that more important than women receiving health care?
Man, you're on a good question rampage tonight.
Huh?
About women receiving health care?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't women receive health care?
Sure, because the alternative candidate is hell-bent on stripping reproductive rights away from women. Continuing to. He already did a bang-up job. Right? So you're going to vote for him to save your 1031, but in effectively what you're doing is also greenlighting all this other shit.
Okay, so you're pivoting to what? Abortions?
We were talking about who we were voting for earlier. That's why we started talking about this.
Okay.
And you said you're not voting for Kamala Harris because she's going to repeal the 1031 exchange. And we're saying to you, why would you get a tax deferment? Because you think we don't understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. The taxes are being deferred. Don't give a fuck. Why is your tax deferment more important than women's bodily autonomy? It's not a pivot. It's the actual point of the conversation.
Bro, because killing kids is wrong, bro.
Oh, sick, dude. Sick. Great.
That's a super hot take, man. Super hot fucking take.
Smash.
Why is your tax deferment more important than trans people existing?
Bro, trans people? Why are we talking about trans people?
Because Donald Trump aims to make them not fucking exist anymore.
Why people who
Dude, here. What is he gonna do with trans people?
He's going to make a federal law. He's going to make a federal law that there's only two genders recognized federally, and he's going to make gender affirming care criminal, as per his agenda.
For children?
For all ages, I'll show it to you where it says on the agenda.
Children?
For all ages. For all ages.
Would you prefer?
TZ, do you see how confidently like you said earlier, you've been in my life 7 times. You know me. I come with receipts, and this is what you really want to die on this. You want to die on this hill that I'm just making it up?
From the question, bro. Don't run. Please don't run.
not running from the question.
Because that's what I'm known for.
He said it fucking live.
So you're okay with gender affirming with kids?
Yes, 100%, 1,000%, million percent.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's super crazy.
Charlie, can I just quickly?
Sir.
Someone who can figure out how to buy and sell properties like this, how to like figure out the tax code, an engineer, to hear somebody that can like figure this shit out, but not be able to engage in a higher level discussion about human rights is frustrating. I think that is like, to have such a dumb, sort of really dumb take on this. Like all the other idiots, you know what I'm saying? With all the people who are not capable of like buying and selling and like, you know, conceptualizing how to move up and like all this shit. To have the same take as a guy who's like cannot barely get out of his own way to pay his own taxes is really dumb. You can't even conceptualize what we're talking about when it comes to like how people feel or why they're like human beings are worthy of like care. And I just think that's fucking crazy.
I have to
And
agree.
that's on some real shit.
About mutilating a child.
Right. This is what I'm talking about, TZ, is when you just go, but they're mutilating children without any sort of level of, like, any sort of cognition about, like, what that means. If they're even doing that, they're not doing that, where this comes from.
So you're okay with mutilating children?
Nobody
Oh my
is mutilating
God,
children.
bro.
That's right.
Okay, so TZ,
Hold on.
if I remember our last conversation, you have kids, right?
So you're okay with Smish more?
Shut up.
Wait,
If
Josh,
I-
hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
You're okay with Smishmortions?
You can just say the word and not be a fucking weirdo.
Abortions.
Yeah, I am, for sure.
Up until what? Like right after birth or what?
I would say like 13 is the cutoff.
Like as they're coming down the birth canal or what?
No, like when they're about to get their
Dude, that's
fucking
sick,
license.
man.
No, hold on. Hang on. So what you think is this sort of like, it's not unique, this take, right? This thing that you
Obviously
think,
not.
this big like bad boogeyman. You have 2 kids.
4.
You have 4 kids. If your wife in the 8th month had a medical emergency that you needed to terminate the pregnancy, or else for sure she would die. 8 months. This is a child that you have planned for, that you want, that you've picked out a name for, that you have a nursery for, you got an extra car seat. This is somebody that you are planning for and want, right? 8th month, hemorrhage, something horrible happens, and she needs to terminate this pregnancy. What do?
The logical thing, bro.
Which is
not to continue with the pregnancy.
what is that called?
That's obviously abortion, but we're talking about.
So what are you talking about, dude?
Like what is it called? Another way of birth control.
So you were just talking about how late are we doing? And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter when there is the life of the mother is suddenly in question. That could happen on the fucking table. That happens all the time. So when you're sitting here going like, liberals want to kill babies post-birth, which is fucking psychotic for you to even like utter that shit. When you yourself just now were just like, okay, I get it.
They do. Down the birth canal, they do.
How are you not? What is wrong with your brain that you're not hearing the exact scenario that I just said that you agreed with? Now twisted that you can't fucking conceptualize it. What's going on?
There's 2 different scenarios.
Just think hard for a second. In what scenario, TZ? In what scenario, TZ, do you think a woman is sitting there 9 months pregnant, about to give birth, and then just go, actually, you know what? I don't want to do this.
Hey, there's some
Wrong.
Democrats
Wrong.
that says they would be okay with that.
If the mother's life is at stake, and guess what happens? You just give birth.
Oh, I'm muted.
It's
Sorry.
not.
Can we do numbers really quick? TZ, what percentage of abortions, this is very important to me, what percentage of abortions happen after the end of the second trimester, or 20 weeks? So what percentage of abortions happen 20 weeks or later?
I don't have that information on my fingers.
Okay, lucky for you, I do. It's 1%. 1%, which means 99% of abortions happen before 20 weeks. And oh, by the way, 85% happen 15 weeks or earlier. So this idea that late stage abortions are the 1% I'm talking about, the 1% of the abortions that happen in the 3rd trimester are exactly what GT just described to you. Medical necessity. There is no documented case of a woman being like, I'm fucking 8.5 months pregnant. You know what? This whole baby thing, hard pass. It's never happened. There's no documented case. So for you to make up an imaginary scenario of an imaginary woman in an unrealistic situation, and then use that to tell all the other women that are having 99% of the abortions prior to 20 weeks that they no longer have bodily autonomy, is trashy.
This is also an incredibly fucking sad scenario that you're just using, no, like as a political talking point, as if Democrats are some fucking bloodthirsty monsters, which is insane, and you know is not true. So what the fuck? Why would you make this your argument? Because it's so dumb. This is earlier, by the way, before you answered. This is what I was talking about with like people who can't conceptualize that like anything and like can't feel empathy for other people in any other situation but themselves, and why they don't want to fucking pay taxes. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is dumb. This is a really dumb position.
Like, to think that an entire group of people, in this case Democrats, just sit around like, you know what, we fucking hate babies. Like that's such a dumb logic to adopt in your daily life.
So what I was talking about.
No, let's be fucking real serious, real quick. You said earlier you've had. Hang on, shut up. You said earlier you've had 7 conversations with me. Listen, you said earlier you had 7 conversations with me. Do I honestly strike you as a person who just has no empathy for people, especially babies? Be honest. Be fucking for real.
No.
Okay. So then, therefore, if I come to the conclusion that I support a woman's right to choose up to the fucking day of birth, then I've probably arrived to that conclusion by some level of logic. Not that in all the rest of my life I have empathy, but in this one, I'm like, fuck it, kill them babies, eat us, the fetus. No, there's a reason, right? It's ludicrous to think otherwise. It's cult-like to think otherwise.
So, for health reasons and out of grape reasons, I don't agree with those.
But here's the problem, is that I don't give a fuck, and neither does anybody else. You don't get to decide. Just because you are comfortable with certain situations that women have to like, hang on.
I know I don't get to decide, but that's why we're
right,
voting.
I know, but like that's the point, is that like just because you are comfortable doesn't require women to get your permission to access healthcare that they need. And I don't know that you've ever like thought about this, but like, can you think of a situation where the U.S. government limits what you can do with your body to yourself, TZ? Just one fucking example of the government that has that the government has written a law limiting what men can do with their bodies. Just one. Give me fucking a one, single one.
Like apples and apples, there's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Just hold on.
I already answered you. Apples and apples, there's nothing.
How about apples and oranges?
Oh, apples and oranges. So men were required to go to a draft, right?
Except for your candidate, for some reason.
All right. So
is that still a thing, by the way?
Hold on. So that's one.
Is that still a thing?
If I want my kid to go to a public school, he's got to have vaccinations. Is that right?
It's funny you mention public schools because and bringing up the draft. Bringing up public schools and the draft gives me a lot of joy right now, because according to Project 2025, their goal is that only people who attend public schools will have to register for the draft. That's actually part of their plan. Do you know what that means, TZ? It means that people that can't afford private schools can run off to war.
But hang on, how are those things limiting to what you can do with your own body?
They're not.
So if you want to go to public school, you have to get a.
But you're not forced to go to public school.
You also have to wear clothes.
You're not forced to get these vaccines.
You got to wear shoes too.
Right? Nobody's forcing you to do that.
You even have to have pencils.
So that's not a real one, right? And also the draft doesn't exist.
Public school.
And also the draft doesn't exist, right? So like.
No, hold on. To go to public school, you have to.
But you're choosing not to go to public school in this instance. You're making that choice. I don't want to get vaccines. Nobody's forcing you to get that vaccine.
Choosing to sleep with other people.
That's
okay. That's not. Who cares?
What? That has nothing. That's
So
not
how,
fucking.
how do they get pregnant?
Okay, so when a man loves a woman,
Sometimes.
Yeah.
sometimes, and then what happens is there's a bird
Yeah.
and a bee.
Uh huh.
Sometimes the bird gets stung by the bee,
Yeah.
right? Do you really not know how babies are made?
All right. Now you explained it. Now.
Consent to sex does not mean consent to pregnancy.
Preach.
Oh my gosh.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Does if I say, "Will you give me a ride to work?" Am I consenting to it? Am I consenting to a car accident?
Yeah, you guys are killing my brain
No.
cells.
No.
We're growing your brain cells.
Yes.
You're killing.
Contraception Oh, he left. Contraception fails.
It does fail. It does fail. I have a child from it. So,
Oops.
JT, you should change your name to Good Questions. You were killing it with the questions. I just fucking, I'm just here to boost you up tonight, bro. You were.
Thanks.
Hey, y'all, I figured it out. We're alpha males, y'all, and we're afraid to admit that we was wrong about anything at all because people think we're pussies.